In the icy expanse of the North Pole, where the sun barely rises and the snow blankets the ground year-round, lived a small and scrappy dog named Nanuq. Born to a litter of sled dogs in a remote Inuit village, Nanuq was the runt. Unlike his strong and powerful siblings, he was smaller and weaker, often overlooked by the sled masters who favored his more robust brothers and sisters. Nanuq's life was not easy. The other dogs in the pack would push him aside during meals, and he struggled to keep up during training runs. The villagers doubted his ability to ever pull a sled or survive the harsh Arctic environment. Despite this, Nanuq had a spirit that refused to be broken. He would spend his days practicing on his own, running through the snow, and dreaming of the day he could prove his worth. The elder of the village, a wise and kind man named Tuqtu, saw potential in Nanuq. "Do not underestimate the power of heart and determination," he would say to the other villagers. Tuqtu would often feed Nanuq extra scraps and provide words of encouragement, believing that the little dog had a destiny greater than anyone could imagine. One particularly harsh winter, the village faced a crisis. A powerful blizzard had struck, isolating them from the nearest outpost, which was their only source of supplies. The villagers' food reserves were running low, and the dogs were becoming weak from hunger. Tuqtu knew that they needed to act quickly to survive. A decision was made to send a sled team to the outpost to bring back essential supplies. The journey was perilous, and only the strongest and most experienced dogs would be chosen for the task. As the sled master, Amarik, selected the team, Nanuq watched with hopeful eyes. Despite his eagerness, no one considered him a viable candidate. However, as fate would have it, one of the chosen dogs fell ill the night before the departure. With no time to find a replacement, Tuqtu suggested Nanuq give him a chance. He urged Amarik. "He has the heart of a true sled dog." Reluctantly, Amarik agreed, knowing they had little choice. The next morning, the sled team set off into the blinding white wilderness. Nanuq, harnessed at the rear, felt the weight of the sled and the eyes of the skeptical villagers upon him. Determined to prove himself, he pushed through the deep snow, his small legs working tirelessly to keep up with the larger dogs. The journey was grueling. The team faced fierce winds, treacherous ice, and freezing temperatures. Nanuq struggled to keep pace, his body exhausted from the effort. But whenever he felt like giving up, he would remember Tuqtu's words and find the strength to continue. The other dogs began to notice his determination, and slowly, their attitudes towards him started to change. One night, as the team rested, Nanuq spotted a pack of wolves in the distance. He knew they were in danger. Without hesitation, he barked a warning, rousing the other dogs and the sled master just in time. They managed to scare off the wolves, but it was clear that Nanuq's vigilance had saved them from a potentially deadly encounter. Days turned into weeks as the team pushed forward. Nanuq's perseverance began to earn him the respect of his fellow sled dogs. He no longer trailed at the back. Instead, he was moved closer to the front, where his energy and alertness could benefit the entire team. Amarik, once skeptical, started to rely on Nanuq's keen instincts and unwavering spirit. One particularly harsh day, the team reached a frozen river that they needed to cross. The ice was thin and dangerous, and the weight of the sled could cause it to break. Amarik hesitated, unsure of the best way to proceed. Nanuq, sensing the danger, carefully stepped onto the ice, testing its strength with each step. His cautious approach allowed the team to find a safe path across, averting disaster. As they neared the outpost, the team was caught in another blizzard. Visibility was near zero, and they risked losing their way. Nanuq's sharp senses guided them through the storm, his nose leading them to the familiar scent of the outpost. Exhausted but triumphant, the team arrived at their destination, securing the much-needed supplies for their village. When the sled team returned to the village, they were greeted with cheers and celebrations. The villagers who had once doubted Nanuq now looked at him with admiration and gratitude. Tuqtu, beaming with pride, knelt down to stroke Nanuq's fur. "You have proven that true strength comes from within," he said. Nanuq's bravery and determination became the talk of the village. The once overlooked pup had saved them from starvation and danger, proving that even the smallest and most underestimated among them could achieve greatness. Nanuq was no longer the runt of the litter. He was a hero in the eyes of the village. Nanuq's story spread throughout the Arctic, inspiring other villages and sled teams. He continued to serve as a lead dog, guiding his team on many more successful missions. His legacy lived on, a testament to the power of resilience, courage, and the belief that everyone has the potential to make a difference. Years later, when Nanuq was no longer able to run with the sled, he remained a cherished member of the village. The younger dogs looked up to him, learning from his experiences and drawing inspiration from his story. Tuktu would often tell the tale of Nanuq, the brave underdog who had saved their village and taught them the true meaning of strength. And so, the tale of Nanuq, the courageous dog of the North Pole, lived on, reminding everyone that even in the harshest of environments, a little heart and determination could achieve the extraordinary.